Oh my god. Oh my god.
I want to be just like him, you know, be an astronaut and go to space just like him. Like, it was so inspiring. But then my mom told me no.
This car drives by. It was like these like other like Asian. I don't know if they were like monks.
Yeah.
They drive by. And they look like older too. Like they drive by and they're like, holler.
Days was like there was like a snowstorm, so we actually got stuck out on the road for like a couple hours, and mom was so like scared.
Like we made this plan. Oh, let's just wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, just sneak outside and play in the snow. It was so fun, but it wasn't fun when we came back in the house.
What? Got beat.
Yeah, I had a hanger. And it was dried up.
What?
It was dried up, like sticking right. A big one. It was stuck on the back of my sweater. If nothing was holding you back, what would you be doing right now? What's up, my beautiful butterflies? It's your girl Tina Boo here. Got a special guest.
Me. Hey everyone, my name is Mylia. I am Tina Bouvet's best and most prettiest sister, and I'm excited to be here today.
What are we gonna do today?
So for today, we chefed it up in the kitchen and we made some seafood boil with some imitation crab. We got shrimp, sausage, mussels, potatoes, all the goodies in here.
It's been a minute. I haven't eaten seafood boil. A lime on the side right here. We got our rice bowls with the secret sauce made by yours truly,
Malayang, period.
Drink. She's just drinking water.
Yeah, I'm thirsty, so I'm just drinking regular water, but she's having some Celsius, so Celsius, please sponsor us.
How we like do this seafood boil mukbang, we are also going to answer some questions because it's like kind of like get to know us. Everything looks so good.
It's so good, you guys. We're just gonna dig in. I think I'm gonna start with an egg. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll do this eggy right here.
I'll do the potatoes. Oh, look at the sauce.
Oh yeah, that looks so good.
Oh my god.
Lime right here. We're just gonna squeeze on top. Oops, sorry.
What? You didn't see me.
Cheers.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It is so freaking good. The sauce too. Y'all do not be afraid to dip in that.
Got me some rice.
Oh
my god.
Yeah, my body is like tingling right now. Electric. No, that's all.
Huh?
You don't know
The K-pop song?
FX?
Yeah.
Electric. So we have a side questions right here just so that we can, you know, eat and talk. What did you want it to be growing up and why?
That was your question, so you can go first.
I kind of wanted to be a couple things, to be honest. I wanted to be a freaking ballerina. So I wanted honestly, what I really wanted to be when I was a kid was I wanted to be a nurse. Yeah, I wanted to be a nurse. I was obsessed with like, you know, the baby dolls? You know,
the cabbage something?
No, those, like, I was obsessed with those too. But I was so obsessed with like those little.
That's true. That is something in the like 90s and early 2000s.
What about you? What did you want to be?
You don't always talk about being a nurse.
Don't say the same thing. You can't copy me.
No, I never wanted to be a nurse.
Oh, okay, what did you want to be like when you were a kid?
I wanted to be an astronaut.
What?
Dude, I think it's about some rice.
Well, that's one of the things I wanted to be too.
Yeah, this was so cool. I remember back in Minnesota, that's where we were both born. We went to an all Hmong school, and I remember like seeing on the back then there was like the news was we didn't even have the luxury of having electricity for like TVs and stuff. But I remember, you know, being in Minnesota, like honestly, the only thing we had that was like where I was like up to date with everything, even at a small age, was the newspaper. And I remember seeing like there was the first Hmong like astronaut, you know, ever, and like it was like the biggest thing ever. And I remember I was like, oh my god, like I want to be just like him, you know, be an astronaut and go to space just like him. Like it was so inspiring. But then my mom told me no. She shut that down real quick. She said, how are you gonna come back if you get lost in space? I was like, damn, mom. That was the only thing I wanted to be, honestly.
I actually wanted to be like an astronaut too. I thought it was just so cool. Like, what's one of the most craziest things that happened to you as a kid?
Dang, oh, I got a good one.
You got a good one?
You know, in Minnesota, we have 4 seasons, right? I remember, dude, and we used to be in after school, and we would ride the bus to school, and like they would take us back home, right? But one of those days was like, there was like a snowstorm. So we actually got stuck out on the road for like a couple hours. And mom was so like scared because I was like little. I was like a baby. Like it was dark.
Was it just you?
It was just me because I was the only one going to like a separate school. Totally freaked out. She called everybody. But then the school calls a couple hours later. I was like, oh, your child is, yeah, she's okay. She's alive.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. Nobody will want to get at me.
This was when I was like probably like 13. It was at our St. Paul's.
Oh yeah.
The St. Paul's, it used to be, I don't know if it's still called the same thing, but it was like, I just remember it was called like Frogtown or something like that. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it was called Frogtown, and like, you know how they have like Jiaotala, the market, like
oh yeah,
and stuff, like the old ones.
Yeah.
You know how they have the new ones now, right? But okay, that area. I was living my best life. I went up to like the front of the house. I don't know what I was doing. I was just probably playing around. This car drives by. It was like these like other like Asian. I don't know if they were like monks.
Yeah.
They drive by. And they look like older too. Like
ew.
probably like in high school or like college or something too. They drive by and they're like, "Holler." And then I was just too stoned to speak. I was like, and then now thinking back, I was like, yeah, people used to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some really
It's normal.
Yeah, that was like the norm.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's okay. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to think about this one, honestly.
Okay, why do you think I have mine early?
Okay, go. You go first.
This is like the north side of Minneapolis and our Section 8 Irving house. And my dad, he's like a
What?
clean freak. I have like 9 brothers and 4 sisters, so it's a big family. And he just didn't like it when we go out and play, and then like we come in, our feet's all dirty, and we get all dirty, and he just like, you know, he's a clean person. So. It's really hard to like do stuff without him like tripping, you know. But just one time, it's like winter time, then like the snow is like fresh snow.
Oh yeah.
And it's up to like your knee. And my brothers, like they really like all most of us, like we were just like, we made this plan. Oh, let's just wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, sneak outside and play in the snow, you know, because that's like every kid's like, well, at that time every kid's dream. Now it's iPad. We all snuck out. We played in the snow. We built snowman. Snow angels, and it was so cool because at that time I feel like even though it was like dark at nighttime, it wasn't like super dark. It had like the like kind of pink sky. So we were living our best life out there as kids. It was so fun, but it wasn't fun when we came back. What?
Got a beat.
Yeah, my dad had a hanger. You bring
Every Asian kid can relate to this, bro.
He was like, "Oh hell no!" I'm pretty sure already because we were all trying to be quiet, but I don't know. I think he already was like,
They
you know
always
what?
were.
Let them have their fun. But when we come back inside, what about you?
So if you guys didn't know, we were born in Minnesota and then we moved to California. So my best memory is actually in California when we first moved here. When we first moved here, oh my god, I think I was in like 4th grade.
I was a 10th grader.
The majority of like my like growth and like my understanding memory of like, you know, everything is majority in California. But my favorite memory is actually like going to the ocean for the first time.
What?
Yeah, because Minnesota does not have that. Okay, we got lakes, a lot of lakes, and maybe like a waterfall, but it's like a couple hours of drive too.
Yeah.
But like my first time of seeing the ocean and the sand, like that was my first experience. And it was so like, it was so fun. I remember everybody's together, you know, your whole family, you got your cousins, and they're fishing, and then you know, we're eating food together, that kind of, and we did it like every single day. Like when we first moved to California, literally went to the ocean every single day. So that was really, really like memorable. A core memory for me.
Have you ever gotten in trouble in school? Usually not like a troublemaker or anything like that, but I had a friend that like, she was just the complete opposite of me. Like she loved talking. She was like one of the ones that like was more like, she just talked so much. And the teacher would always tell her to like, you know, hey, like you need to be quiet, 2nd grader or 3rd grader or it was like back in elementary though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I remember the teacher, like, so my friend, like, she kept on like, it was during class, and she kept on like nudging me, like, you know, just like being super playful. Teacher calls me out, right? And she says, "You're going to timeout."
Go timeout.
Go to timeout. And then I was like, dude, I had the saddest face. Like, I was like, but it wasn't even me, you know? But then I was like, what can you do at this point when the teacher already said, "Oh, hold you out. You're in trouble," you know? So I'm like, okay. I just accepted my fate. But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was, you know, back then they used to like tell you to write like letters, like, "Oh, I will not talk in class."
Dude, I'm dead. Hell no. I don't even know how to write. I do remember this one time, and same thing too. It wasn't even my fault, okay, guys. Like, honestly, I'm in like first grade, okay? Like, the little boy wanted to be my friend, and he just kept talking, and then the next thing I know, I'm in timeout, and I'm like, why? I remember earlier, I was saying how, like, we went to a Hmong school, right? So, I didn't speak any English. Like, I literally only spoke one language, which was Hmong. Why? And my teacher was not Hmong. So, I did not understand why I was getting, like, you know, in trouble. So, she put me and the little boy in timeout, and he was smiling, and I'm like, why are you smiling? You're the reason why I'm here, you know? I'm in trouble, you know? Now they're gonna call my mom.
What's one of the most embarrassing things that happened to you when you were a kid?
Oh my god.
Because if you don't have it, I have mine.
Okay, you go first.
When I was like in second or third grade, I still remember the teacher. She was one of my favorite teachers. Her name was Miss Bello. So then I was like, I think it's like when we were like during your break time, but it's my home classroom, you know. And then during break time, and then we're all just kind of like doing our own thing. Probably the teacher's like, oh, go read or whatever, like, you know, doing some of like paperwork, school stuff. I was wearing a black sweater. I remember this girl. She comes up to me. She's like one of my classmates, but I just said we weren't close like that. She keeps on like tugging at my shirt, and then I'm like almost like pushing it back and like keep on like. So I thought that like, what are you doing to me? Like, I don't like that. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to like, you know, do something to me? I was like, and then I think I said like, stop. You know? And I think that's when the teacher came, and she just said, I think there's something going on.
What? Was that a hanger?
Like, oh honey. And it was dried up.
What?
It was dried up, like sticking right up. Like a big clump. It was stuck on the back of my sweater.
I don't really have anything embarrassing though.
Oh no,
like,
it has to be.
Or besides me, like literally like ripping my pants.
How did you rip your pants?
No, I think we were like in PE or something, and like I was wearing these. I don't know about you guys. Okay, I have my funny story. Yeah. So like I used to love wearing colorful like skinny jeans when I was like younger, like in elementary school. Was a trend was to wear like colorful jeans, right? I like tugged, and girls, keep in mind I was a size 00, okay? Going through changes in middle school. So obviously, you know, you're not gonna be the same weight, right? I thought I was that girl. So I put on my jeans and I was like pulling them up, and like I was, you know, when you're trying to like stretch into them, so you're like wiggling your feet and stuff into the pants. And when I like, you know, when you kind of squat down a little bit to like pull it up, y'all, the jeans ripped.
Wait, was that school?
No, and I was like, no, it wasn't at school. I was getting ready to go to school. It was that morning. Like in middle school, everything like matters, like the way you look, the way you dress, like you become more aware. And I ripped my jeans, and you know, it ripped not like where your thigh is. It's where the behind, and it like ripped up like that.
Oh, what's the moment in your life that changed you forever?
Oh my god, it's a lot. So I don't know if you guys know this, but our mom recently just passed away from breast cancer last year. We just celebrated her 1 year.
I'll be in heaven.
Yes, and I feel like, you know, everybody goes through their own little growth at the age of 18 to 21 and all that, but I feel like the growth that you experience and kind of go through after the loss of a parent, like it just ignites like something in you, and it really like, it sucks to say this, but like you really start to like think about the world in a whole like different way, you know. And like you grow up, you mature, and like you're more in tune with like how you want to spend the rest of your life, right? Because it's so short, and I feel like up until that moment, like I just wanted to like kind of, you know, free flow, like do whatever I wanted. But then since the passing of my mom, like I became more serious about like myself, like what makes me happy and where, like what's my forever, you know? So it's a lot of self-reflection. But yeah, I would say that's the moment that changed me the most. Like, and I noticed it myself too.
I think one of the moments in my life that really changed me was when I was like about to turn 20. But I was still like a 19-year-old. But I was gonna turn 20 or 21. But you know how like mom and dad, like they they shelter us so much that like they kind of just like, oh, go to school, come back home, like don't do anything else. So much pressure and expectation. You know, especially as like a lone daughter. In our household specifically, you know, our dad is pretty traditional too. And I just felt like there was just so much like expectation and pressure, and it drove me to a point where like I was like,
Oh my God, you're telling that story?
Oh my God, you went that way first.
Yeah, that's true. But this is one of her moments that changed her forever.
Yeah, like when
It's really true.
Yeah, it's good. We'll dive in another time about it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you a brief, like, you know, I was severe like depression and like didn't think that anybody would care if like I was to be gone. You know, there's just a part of me that was just like, no, you know, like maybe something woke up inside of me was just like, today's the day you're gonna stop crying. Today's the day you're gonna like stand up for yourself. And not like, because I always like I care so much about like what my mom, my dad, and I just like prioritize like them first. I'm done like feeling like this, feeling like not good enough. That was one of the things that I had to really work through, was just like not feeling like I'm good enough. Y'all know what I did?
Nani?
I bought my ticket to K-Con in LA.
Wow.
I saw BTS twice. Saw Lim and Ho. Girl, I was like, I'm going, and it was my first time. Like I left home. It was the best experience. Oh, when do you feel the most like yourself? I feel like I'm most like myself when I don't feel like I could just be myself without like having to care in the world what like anybody thinks about me.
Yeah.
And like I think why something that I preach by is just like be authentic and be like just be yourself.
So the most like myself is when like I'm surrounded by like my family and the people that I love. You know, I feel like because and I say this because, and some people they might not agree, right? Because they lived with their family, you know, for a very long time. But like for me, like I left home, you know, when I was 18, went to college. I like literally was by myself, you know, supported myself, and then after college, I just went straight to working, and like I was away from home for like what 10 years, 10 years, and so it was like I got the chance to really like just grow outside of my family, you know. But when you are out in this world, like you start to forget yourself too, you know, because you're kind of being pushed into this like system of like, you know, to kind of mold you to this person. But then like you have to remind yourself like, no, but this isn't who I am, you know, like. And so when I come back home, I'm just always like my mom, like when she hugs me, like that's home, you know. When I'm around my siblings and I'm hearing that laughter, like that's home, you know. And then like when we do these spontaneous like 10 p.m. trip to Safeway, you know, for desserts and like pastries and fruits and like all the, like that is what makes me feel the most like myself. Exactly. Like you feel so wholesome.
So this is the last question. If nothing was holding you back, what would you be doing right now?
Just kidding.
Be serious though.
If nothing was holding me back, like financially or my weight, I would be a model and just go like
really.
Yeah, I would just go to Paris, go to like Europe. Like I honestly just like I would just do that and like live my life, like traveling and like modeling for different like high end, you know, people. Yeah, or like just living my life quietly on a yacht. Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't expect for you to say that at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, if nothing was to be holding me back, like I feel like I still would want to be a content creator.
Wow.
Slay! I know that my journey, like going on to like finding my purpose and everything, like took a while, and now it's like rebooting. I still feel like I would have still been like I would have been a content creator regardless, because I feel like there's something about it that makes me feel so much like joy and like make me feel good.
Yeah,
being able to like inspire others too. I was like one thing, like something that I want to do and accomplish is just like being able to help people who are like less fortunate, create like a nonprofit organization.
Oh wow.
And like help like kids who are not as fortunate and like want to pursue their dreams and goals and everything, and I'm someone who can help them.
Yeah,
like that's something that's always been a dream and goal of mine.
Yeah,
to like achieve that. So yeah, support my channel so that I can get there. Support my channel, follow me on all my social media platforms so that, you know, I could get to my dreams and goals.
Period. Y'all heard her.
Period.
Y'all heard her. Period. We manifesting that.
Okay, is there any last burning questions or advice or anything that you would like to say before we go, and where can people find you?
So the only thing I have left to say is if you are in your mid-20s, live it up. Okay, guys, life is too short to not go travel, to do what you want to do, be who you want to be happy, you know? So that's my last thing. But you guys can find me on my Instagram at mylia.xoxo. We'll put the link down below. And thank you so much for watching us. The seafood boil was definitely delicious. Our next video will be coming up shortly. So, you know, keep that alerts on for the next video. Also, let us know what you want to see, more of. Because we're open to that. So
so just put it in the comments below, and I hope you guys all enjoyed us eating this meal. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Bye guys.
Bye.